I think this whole discussion over time, net was a very, very positive experience for Chatham Township. We have fireworks going back and forth, people, I think, having very good opinions back and forth. We have politics involved, any number of other things. And in contrast, I think to some folks that said they'd be embarrassed to bring their kids here, I think frankly this should be required reading or required viewing for junior high and high school in Chatham, because you've got anything here from politics, you've got the Schwartz factor there about, number one, talking about philosophy, you've got how do you craft a legal document, how do you enforce a legal document, should we even have this at this point because of the education versus the legality issue in the whole ordinance dimension. We had Mrs. Kelly, who was standing back, to one of the meetings. Mrs. Schwartz did not take the date. Was that appropriate? I think probably out of line because it was a forum for debate as opposed to protest. Other people are different. You've got a whole number of things that could be in a high school full semester with a couple of tapes here. So I think, again, it's a very, very positive net for everybody. And they got some kids here. I don't know whether you guys think you should be embarrassed by seeing this. I think it's a very, very good thing. And I think in contrast to other places where we have everybody totally quiet in the dais, we have a huge number of different ideologies here. We've got this Republican branches and all kinds of nonsense going on. That's all very, I think, healthy for the whole discussion, not negative. So that's my minority view on that. I think, again, I applaud Mr. Sullivan for being a good referee in this whole thing. And I applaud everybody doing their homework, not only on the politics, but also on the substance. We had Ms. Estevez, I think, a couple of weeks ago up here talking about 3 different kinds of microplastics. Mrs. Ness fires right back. There's your STEM, dimension in the case study. So I think there's a lot of very, very positive about that. So again, that's my glass half full about this whole discussion over the last, few months.